Hey everyone, Chef Dom here, and today we're making an infused honey bun cheesecake. We're going to make a nice Nilla wafer crust, that's where the wheat is going to be. Then we're going to make a nice fluffy cheesecake, shove some honey buns inside of it, and make a nice cinnamon glaze on top. Let's go. First we're going to make the crust. We got our 3 cups of mini Nilla wafers. You could use the regular size if you like. We have 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Don't use that imitation crap. And then we have our wheat butter melted. We need 8 tablespoons. So if you're infusing and making the butter based on our charts or earlier videos, this recipe is going to contain about 500 milligrams of THC. So when you cut your cheesecake, just kind of know you have 500 milligrams of delicious gold wheat butter. We're going to crush this up in our food processor. We're going to make sure it's nice and fine. Then we're going to take our pan that we heavily greased. We're going to press this down on the bottom and then 1 inch up the sides. Make a delicious crust. Throw that in the oven for 5 minutes. Take it out and let it cool while you make your base. So this is the consistency you're looking for. If you're not like me and have a well-adjusted life and maybe a therapist and don't have a fancy food processor and you're going to do it by hand, make sure you break up the wafers first and then add your wet ingredients.
Did you just say you're well-adjusted?
I said if you were well-adjusted, unlike me. What you want to do now is just spread this across your pan, nice and even. Don't be afraid to get buttery and messy. You want a nice thin layer all across your pan. And make sure your pan is very well greased, otherwise cutting this is going to be a nightmare later. More butter is always more better. It should be nice and wet and easy to spread. You can go up the sides if you want to make some more crust, if you're a crusty kind of person. But I think the ratio is better this way. Now we're going to pop this in the oven for just 5 minutes. We want to get it just a little crispy. You don't want to burn it here. All that delicious weed is in the bottom of your pan, all in your crust. So now it's going in the oven for 5 minutes, and we're going to make our cheesecake filling. Now we need 3 packages of Philadelphia cream cheese, or any cream cheese that you would like. What you're going to want to do is thaw these out the night before, but if you haven't done that, put these in a microwave-safe bowl and defrost them for a couple minutes. The more thawed out your cream cheese is going to be, the fluffier and more delicious your cheesecake is going to be overall. You always want to bake with ingredients at room temperature. We're going to throw our 3 packages in here, and we are going to beat them until it's nice and fluffy. You can use low-fat cream cheese if you hate yourself. So what we're going to do is mix this until it's nice and smooth. Then we're going to scrape the edges of the bowl and mix it a little bit more. Boom. It's going to look nice and fluffy, and we're going to scrape the edges of the bowl. I'll eat the rest on my OnlyFans. Once that's nice and fluffy, we're going to add in 4 eggs, but 1 at a time. So 1 egg, mix it really well. Repeat 3 more times after that.
Yeah, like less words and stuff.
Want to see me do it with 1 hand? This is risky. There's no taking the shells back. We tempted egg gods twice. They don't make eggs like they used to. Is that a thing?
Oh, and a Tennessee twofer.
Tennessee twofer. You could go for the 3-fer.
Patrick.
That's a Kansas City thing. Hey! You want this to be nice and smooth after all the eggs are incorporated? Should fall right off of your spatula. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar and another teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix very well. Always taste the batter. The calories don't count when you taste the batter. Oh, fuck. Perfect. Now we're going to get our crust out of the oven. We're going to pour this bad boy in there. You fetch me the crust, please. This is what it should look like. Now it's honey bun time. Now these just taste great by themselves, 2 o'clock in the morning in bed, contemplating life's decisions. But we're gonna put them to a higher calling, to a better use here. So fit these in careful, your crust will be soft, so don't be too apish about it. We're just gonna pour our crust on top.
This is not crust, though.
I'm very high.
Why are you so high?
Because I've been eating this cheesecake. Now we're gonna make a nice little cinnamon, kind of little honey bun top with our dark brown sugar. This is when you want to kind of go measure with your soul. You never want to go straight from anything into your dessert. You always want to go into your hand, so you have some nice control of it. Get a fork, make some nice little swirls here.
It's a weird looking fork you got.
It's a great looking fork. Now it's going to go into the oven at 350 for an hour. But when it's done, you don't want to take it out. You're going to shut the oven off, open it slightly, let it sit in there for another 30 minutes, and then take it out. We'll put some icing on. So I'll see you in 90 minutes. Now we're going to make a really slutty honey bun glaze for this cheesecake. We need 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1/3 cup of milk, teaspoon of vanilla extract, and about a teaspoon and a half of cinnamon. Get everything into one and whisk. Slow circles, make sure you get everything on your edges. As soon as we pull the cheesecake out of the oven, we're gonna pour this on top and then put it in the fridge for 6 hours, and then you're gonna enjoy the most delicious cheesecake you've ever had. And get pretty high. Yeah. You're waiting for the finger guns, aren't you? They're not coming. Give me my buns, Evan. Come. Our cheesecake is cooled in the oven and it's out. And it's time to add this slutty glaze to it. Delicious cinnamon honey bun glaze. Now we're going to put this in the fridge for 6 hours. That nice glaze is going to get a nice hard top. The cheesecake's going to set. And you're going to blow people's fucking minds. And get them really high.
6 hours later.
Been 6 hours. Definitely been 6 hours. Look at this. You should have a nice hard glaze on the top. When we cut through, it should crack. Oh. It's like the top layer of a lake that you want to drown someone in.
What?
Cake looks delicious. That's what I meant. Oh, wow. Come to Papa. Oh, goodness. Oh.
Got me a forkful.
The icing on top is like gooey, but it's hard. Oh my God. Oh. Are you mad at the finger guns now?
You're a real son of a bitch. This is delicious.
Get your friends stoned. Give them the best cheesecake they've ever had. Oh. This has been Cooking with Tom.